We're here at the Wevideo booth. We're going to find out about doing video production in the cloud, and we'll do that next. It's Geekazine's coverage of NAB 2014, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Otherworld Computing, celebrating 25 years. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here with Geekazine.com, and I'm here with Krishna with Wevideo. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Now, first of all, I know what Wevideo is, but why don't you tell everybody else what that's all about?
Yeah, so Wevideo is a cloud-based video creation platform, which means that you can run the application from within a browser, and then we also have applications for Android and iOS devices.
Okay. So basically what I do is I take my video, put it up onto your servers, and then do the editing through a web page, right?
That's exactly right. So you don't have to install any software on your system. Makes collaboration easy. So somebody could be in New York, somebody could be in California, and you're collaborating on the same project. You could be working on your Android device and then go back home and then work on your web, because all your data is synced and stored in the cloud. So it's an easy way to get started with video editing. We've also made the application very easy to use. Okay. So we realized early on that not everybody is a video expert. Okay. And so we've created an adaptive user experience. So you can start off in what's known as the beginner or the storyboard mode, and then you can move on to the advanced mode. And the advanced mode gives you almost as much functionality as an Adobe Premiere. So you're pretty much looking at a full-featured editor running in the cloud.
So I could put on lower thirds. Could I do Chroma Key or anything like that? Yeah,
you can do Chroma Key, and we announced this a couple months ago. So it's a feature that people have been asking for. You can do Chroma Key. You got a full set of transition and layer effects. We also have themes. So if you didn't want to be involved in styling, if you didn't want to learn about styling, we have one-click styling. And what a theme does is it sets the tone of the video. It applies color correction, applies transition, music, titles, and the styling of the titles.
Okay, cool. Now let's talk about the bandwidth issue for a second, because we're in Vegas here. We're not going to kid ourselves. It's not, hotels are not the fastest bandwidth. Usually with RAW files it'll probably take almost forever. But if for some reason I do get my files up to the cloud, what is the video editing like? Is it going to be an easy thing to do on a system like that?
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons we've been successful is because it actually works in the cloud. Okay. There have been cloud platforms in the past that are there, but it's not really responsive, because you want to be, when you're creating something, you want to do something and see your results right away. Yeah. You don't want to be waiting, because then it just slows the creation process. Exactly. So one of the good things about it is we've solved it by creating what we call proxy-based editing. So it actually creates a version that's easily transportable in the cloud, okay, but yet gives you the look and feel what your finished video would look like. Okay. So that makes it very responsive, means that I can apply 5 layers and see the results right away. And then when you hit publish, we go and recreate that in the cloud, not on your local desktop, in the cloud, using your original files. So
if you need to upgrade your Mac, maybe you don't need a big system like Jupyter, maybe you just need to stretch a little more life out of your MacBook Pro. You just put on Mavericks and you want to get more memory for it. Maybe you want to switch up to an SSD drive for better performance. OWC is the place where you want to be. They've got great SSD drives. They got great memory for the fraction of a price that some other people offer for their memory. So you can check it all out. You can also go to their website and you can actually get some refurbished Macs if you're looking for that, or maybe update your Mac Pro. They got a Mac Pro right here, and they've got OWC memory in there, so you can get more memory and get your stuff done if you're in a production area. Everything's over at OWC. You can go over to geekazine.com/OWC. Also remember that hashtag #SaveMyMac. Tell me your story about what you're going to be using your memory for. Is it an old MacBook Pro? Is it an old Mac Pro? Is it an old G3 or G4? Did you know you could put an SSD drive into one of those things? Yeah, they'll show you how to do that over at OWC. geekazine.com/OWC. All right, we're back here. We're here with Krishna over at Wevideo. Now, we've talked about uploading and troubles of uploading. You talked about the special codec or the special process to bring it down to me. So let's say I take like this video right here and I upload it to Wevideo. I do all the post-processing. What type of, let's say it's about an 8-minute video, what type of time frame does it take to do the post-processing and go from there?
So I think this is where, again, we've invested a lot of time in fast rendering. So one thing we're able to do is, one, we've got a huge scalable infrastructure in the cloud. Two, we're able to look at your final video and create parallel items that work that can be done in parallel.
Okay.
So that way we can divide the job up into multiple servers and try to get it as fast as possible. Most of the time, it's either as real time or faster than real time.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, do you have direct input to different types of CDNs, like a YouTube or anything like that?
Yeah. So basically, a publishing destination could be YouTube, Vimeo. It could be Wevideo. You could download it. You could FTP it to a different site. We also support a number of other destinations like Wistia and all that. So depending on the type of customer, we support a number of different destinations. There's also an open platform, so there's an API for people to integrate with their hosting site.
So I could actually set it up so it would then download to my servers or something like that and go from there.
Yeah, it's a very typical thing customers do, where when they're done, they want to publish it back to their site.
Yeah, so then I could actually do this video, have it uploaded, maybe hook up something that would upload this video to the cloud, have one of my people back at home do some post-production, and then have it come on the server for a final edit, and then go from there.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Wow, I wish I had people to do that now. So, all right, let's talk about price. Let's talk about availability. What are we talking about for price?
So essentially, you can, as a consumer, we're basically a freemium model. So you could start up for free, and you get a certain number of entitlements, storage and export hours. But then the premium customer, it's about $3 a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's not very expensive.
How much?
But we also have an enterprise license. So if you're an organization and you're going to be working with multiple people, then you have an enterprise license. And then the pricing there is a little bit more complex. But again, there also you have a trial where you can start off for a 2-week trial and then sign up to a subscription later. So you can try it out. Used a lot in education. So education, businesses for training, media companies. And one really interesting segment is social video engagement. And that's where brands use our platform to engage with their fans.
Where do people go for more information?
Go to www.wevideo.com, and if you go in, it'll have the different segments that give you information about the features and the pricing for those different segments.
All right, that's wevideo.com.
Yes.
All right, Krishna, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
There you go. If you're looking, maybe your computer's not fast enough, or you're like me, where hauling around a computer is almost impossible. Upload the video, get onto a computer, do your edits, and then get it automatically uploaded to YouTube. That's the important thing, and that's what Wevideo is all about. Jeffrey Powers here with Geekazine over at Geekazine.com. Of course, YouTube.com/Geekazine. We got a lot more video over at NAB. Once again, thanks a lot to Krishna, and check it all out over at Geekazine.com.